¿Cómo que te fregó la defensa?
In the city of Piedras Negras, in the northern Mexican state of Coahuila, a severe thunderstorm hit in the afternoon hours of Thursday, May 8th, dropping nearly 4.5 inches of rain in just a few hours, causing massive flooding in more than 30 neighborhoods.
What?
The downpours, which intensified in the second hour of the storm, turned roads into rivers in several neighborhoods, including Argentinas, Periodistas, Esfuerzo Nacional, Villa de Fuente, Presidentes, Infonavit, Buenos Aires, Delicias and Malvinas, swept away many vehicles, many of which were submerged in water, and some were carried by water that exceeded the pavement level, crashing into the walls of buildings. Periodistas Avenue was one of the first areas to be affected by the uncontrolled flow of water, as it is an old creek bed, while the north side of El Soldado Creek, which is located on this route, also overflowed with a large flow, causing concern in the Argentinas neighborhood. On the other hand, some families living in the Vista Hermosa neighborhood were trapped in their homes due to the rapidly rising waters and were evacuated with the support of the state police and civil defense teams. Immediately after these heavy rains, which began at around 4 p.m., flooding occurred in many of the city's critical arteries and crossings. Many roads were closed to traffic, including the Fausto Martinez, Lázaro Cárdenas, Perez Trevino bypass, Mar Muerto bypass, and the 1850 overpass. In some areas, the water level rose above the sidewalks and penetrated into houses, while many houses suffered serious structural damage. The municipal water and sewerage system announced that drinking water pumps in Rio Bravo were temporarily disabled due to power outages caused by the storm, which could lead to disruptions in drinking water services. The municipality of Piedras Negras organized rapid response teams in cooperation with the Civil Defense and Fire Department. More than 20 emergency response teams were deployed across the city following the heavy rains, with support from municipal departments such as Ecology and Urban Image, Public Works, Transport and Welfare, as well as the Armed Forces and the National Guard. Military personnel coordinated rescue operations and were particularly active in the evacuation of families trapped in their homes and their transportation to safe shelter. At the height of the rainfall, some creeks and water crossings in the city centre were flooded, and announcements were made frequently to warn citizens not to approach these areas. This system, caused by a cold front, affected not only Piedras Negras, but also the Nueva Rosita region of Coahuila. In Nueva Rosita, the flow of the rivers increased and the streets turned into rivers. In particular, the Nueva Rosita Musquiz Boulevard was temporarily closed due to the overflow of the San Juanita Creek. The municipality of Piedras Negras called for caution, especially in flooded neighborhoods. Citizens were also asked to move their vehicles away from flooded roads so as not to hinder rescue and cleanup efforts. Following the devastation caused by the storm, the municipality has deployed special teams to clean up hazardous waste that could threaten public health. The Municipal Emergency Committee has stated that they will maintain the alert level in case the rains recur in the coming days. It was reported that water levels are being monitored, especially at critical water crossing points such as El Soldado and Periodistas, and evacuation plans are in place and will be quickly activated if necessary. One of the main causes of this catastrophe was the sudden and intense rainfall that accompanied the cold front that was affecting the northern parts of Coahuila. Atmospheric instability caused the humidity to rise rapidly, and a large amount of rainfall was released in a short period of time. The fact that such meteorological systems are becoming more frequent, especially in spring, is considered to be a consequence of climate instability in the region. In border towns such as Piedras Negras, the impact of such systems is usually felt as high-intensity rainfall in a short period of time. Rainfall of up to 10 centimeters in just 1 hour made flooding inevitable in areas with inadequate drainage capacity. According to meteorological assessments for the coming days, it may take a few days for the rainy system effective in the region to completely retreat. Weather forecasting centres indicate that the low pressure effect will continue, especially until the end of the week, and showers may be effective again at short intervals. This increases the risk of new flooding in areas where the soil is already saturated with water. In addition, tree roots and soil texture weakened by the recent storms bring the possibility of landslides with new rains. It is especially important for citizens living in neighbourhoods close to the slopes to be careful in this regard and to follow the warnings of local authorities.
La alcancé a quitar. Y ahorita oyó el granizo, vecina. ¿Eh? ¿Escuchó ahorita el granizo? ¿Sí lo escuchó? Estaba bien padre, yo dije, mi camioneta.
Following the severe storm and flooding in the city of Piedras Negras, we extend our condolences to all the neighbourhoods and citizens affected. We hope that the process will recover as soon as possible and life will return to normal. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to follow such developments closely and to follow natural disasters around the world. Stay safe